Weren't those trees beautiful? I just wanted to share a little bit about what I'm seeing here in New England. It's my favorite time of year by far, all these trees, except for the pollen, but they're very beautiful. Just wanted to share it with you. If this is your first time here, I'm Ellen. Thank you for stopping by. If not, welcome back. It's been a minute since I've been on camera, and it's been a minute since I've uploaded a YouTube video, but I'm back, and I just want to let you know that we've got more videos coming. Heading to Brimfield actually tomorrow, so America's oldest outdoor flea market. And then we're going to be going to New York City to see the Kips Bay Decorator Show House. And then I'm going to be doing some projects around here with furniture and home decor, just like in today's video, showing you how you can use things you already have to improve them, to give you a high-end look, and give some personality to your home. And I think it's important now that we save money, use what we have. Of course, there's always room for something new, but it's really fun to recreate what you have. Anyway, I just want to say hello, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure, and also the people that have subscribed, I really want to thank you. I really appreciate you. The channel is growing slowly, but surely. All right, now that's it, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye. Now, one of the best things that you can do to add charm and character to your home is to seek out unique, vintage, or pre-owned furniture, like this piece from the Grand Rapids Chair Company that I found at my local restore for a commission project. Now, sometimes they'll be in perfect condition, or sometimes they'll require a little TLC. Now, this vintage charmer had severe water damage, but I saw the potential. I mean, when I saw that, I had to restore it. Now, yes, it had some separation at the joints, a lot of nicks and chips, but it wasn't anything that we couldn't repair. So I set out to do that. And yes, you can too. Now, of course, before I got started, I cleaned the piece thoroughly with a mixture of Dawn dishwashing soap and water. And after filling multiple nicks and chips with wood putty, and after it was thoroughly dried, I used a 250 grit sandpaper to sand them out. Here I'm using a steam iron to remove multiple scratches. I'm going to link the video down below for the complete tutorial if you're interested in that. And after pre-staining the top, which I highly recommend on any vintage piece, I use this beautiful stain, American Walnut, by General Finishes. Now I like to use a brush, but you could also use a rag. Always go the direction of the grain, but I do like to use a rag to remove any excess. And after the stain completely dried, I used a wipe-on poly, General Finishes again. And when that was dried, I finished it out with a fine paste wax and buffed it to a shine. And here's the finished product. I love it.
I'm searching for life again. I'm searching for a new beginning. I'm searching for real again. I'm searching for love that never ends. Rain.
Now this next project, I was specifically looking for a desk to turn into a swanky bar cart. And even though this one was missing a drawer, I really liked the size and the bones of it. So I took that 90s wine rack and my ideas to a friend of mine that had the tools to make my dreams come to fruition. Now, I didn't catch this part on camera because I was just thinking about having a YouTube channel and decided to start filming the process. So here we go. Of course, I started off cleaning the piece thoroughly with Dawn dishwashing soap and water and then thoroughly rinsed. Now, this picture was the inspiration of what I wanted the piece to look like: classic, moody, and masculine. Now, a simple wood filler does a great job at correcting all those nicks and chips. Because there was so much damage, I decided to do a combination of paint and stain. And before I got started, I primed. And this is the first time that I used a gray primer, and I really liked it. For the painted parts, I decided on General Finishes Lamp Black Milk Paint. General Finishes makes great products. Make sure to always thoroughly stir your paint. Look at that. Now, whether I'm doing a piece for myself or for a commission, I always like to start at the bottom. It just ends up looking so much more finished at the end. Now, one thing that was unique about this little desk is the top and this drawer was solid wood, no veneer here. So you can see I'm just stripping it, the little citrus strip, follow the directions and wait at the appropriate time. Cover it plastic to help loosen it up. Make sure you keep your coffee cans on hand because it's always a good idea to discard the leftover stripper. And when I finished removing the stripper, I cleaned everything with Clean Stripped after wash. Now, as much as I love the traditional look of the legs, this desk was just a little too short, so I had to use my coping saw to remove these legs and then see about adding some new ones. But this proved very challenging, as you can see. Oops. As you can see here, I decided to stay with a classic look for these legs. Gave me about an extra 2 inches, and I used, again, General Finishes. This is actually a water-based stain. They make beautiful products. And this one was called Sedona, a really pretty reddish brown. Now to install the legs, I had to find center. Simple way is just to make an X, and I like to use chalk because you can just wipe it away when you're done. And I drilled the hole so I can install the legs. Now, when I said earlier that it added 2 inches by adding the legs, I misspoke. I meant 2 inches after I added these beautiful brass casters. So I added 2 inches in height when the whole leg caster assembly was put together. I really love what brass adds to a piece. Now, when I saw this fabric, I just knew I had to use it. I mean, why use paint when there's this beautiful faux snakeskin? So after doing a little research, I decided the best thing to adhere it would be E6000. So I applied it to one side and then the other, carefully put it down, smoothed it out, and then used my brayer. And before the reveal, a sneak peek at the hardware. I love how this piece came out. It came out just as I imagined it. I decided to keep this one. For now, anyway. Let's do a little refresh on some home decor. Now, I rather like the way this piece looked. I just wanted to give it a different look. So that's the nice thing about decorative painting. You can switch things up and then switch them back. So off camera, I used a matte black spray paint. And I used some paint that I had on hand. So it's a good way to use up some extra paints. And I created a nice little color wash because I didn't want it just to be black. I wanted to give it some tone and texture. And you can see I'm just going at it here with different brushes. And if I get bored with this, I'll just lighten her up again. And before you know it, look at that. We've got an updated look, a little bit moodier. And now let's tackle these candlesticks. I've had these for a very long time. They've been made over multiple times. And I decided I wanted to lighten them up and give them a kind of a stony look. So I used the same wash that I used on that planter head. Off camera, I spray painted these in a matte light tan. I think it was called wicker. And anyway, then I just went in and used multiple brushes, did a combination of dry brushing, and just worked it till I got the look that I was happy with. I love how these came out. A completely new look, updated, and all we had to do was spend a little bit of time painting, which I find really relaxing. I love it. And now, check out some of these amazing transformations. inspired, why not stroll with me through America's oldest outdoor flea market? Click on this video and I'll see you over there.